ace-10 normally don't reshove hands like ace-8, but because it's a $1 game, people in $1 games play kind of crazy. So you might be able to have this in your default raise call range, even from under the gun, in a $1 game. It just depends on what you feel like a random $1 player does in a 6-max hyper. I don't play enough of these games to know if they always reshove like ace-10, ace-8. In a $15 game, this is an easy raise fold, because people aren't going to get that crazy and reshove like king-queen and ace-8 and ace-5 suited. But in a $1 game, sometimes the people are just nuts. So default, MrDouglasSouza is a raise fold, but you can raise call if you have a good read on your player field that they're reshoving like hands like ace-8, king-queen. You don't want to fold here though. This is a much different situation. You have a stronger hand and you're in late position. So both of these players think that you're just trying to steal. They think that you're weak, but this is a very strong hand. This guy is weak. You don't worry about him. So that 40 chips just creates extra value for you. That makes the pot better. This guy, his range against your late position raise is wide enough to call ace-queen. He's going to go all in here with ace-10, ace-9, ace-8, ace-7 suited, king-queen, king-jack, and small pairs. Even if you flip, it's okay because of this extra 40 chips dead money. Sorry guys. Damn nose is itchy. So yeah, your range here should be ace-jack, ace-queen, and maybe even ace-10 suited. Ace-queen is definitely a call. Even on high stakes, that's a call. I don't mind folding the 5-8. All in, good. MrDouglasSouza. Okay. Just double checking that it is actually MrDouglasSouza. Yeah, it is. Yep, alright, so. Just folding that, it's fine. This guy's been limping a lot. There's already 100 chips out there, which is a third of your stack. He is a big chip leader. Like, this is really marginal. I actually like the fold here, even though we might be ahead of his range, because I don't think we have good fold equity when he has a lot of chips. If he was limping with, let's say, 500 chips, I would probably go all in. With 100 chips out there already. And also, because there's a short stack around, you know, you have to worry a little bit that he's just going to call with a wide range as well. So I think folding the ace-3 is good, but you can definitely shove here with ace-8 for value, ace-7, probably even ace-6. So it's very close, this one. Ace-4. Although, ace-4 is better than ace-6 sometimes, because you can hit a straight with ace-4, you can't hit a straight with ace-6. Like, you can hit the wheel with ace-4. But, you know, the kicker does make a difference. I would shove any two cards here in a $1 game. I think people play really tight on the bubble, and you have less than 10 big blinds, so I would just shove any two cards, MrDouglasSouza. Another hand, like ace king, ace queen suited, I tend to just shove it free or raise call. Also get a lot of notes on people who does 2-bit shove with kicking off first hand. I mean, that's the right thing to do, MrDouglasSouza. I'm pretty surprised that you raise folded that ace queen. If you have a lot of notes of people who do 3-bet shove king queen first hand, then I think you should add ace jack into your under the gun raise call range. Can we check if players are Russian on the replayer? No, you can't do that, please. Yeah, this spot, we are short, we have an open ender, but this guy's obviously not folding, and if you miss, you only have 3 high. You also lose to flush draws with 2 overcards. It's just not a very good spot. I like the fold. This is an all-in. when you get this short, just shove any 2 cards. You really can't fold a queen here ever. So just shove anything in low stakes and you'll make a profit. With less than 10 big blinds, MrDouglasSouza, in the small blind. If you want to do some calculations, you can put this in an ICM calculator. I know that you don't like doing that, which is fine. I can just tell you the answer. The answer here is push any 2 cards in the small blind. You need to be much more aggressive in your small blind. Okay, nice hand. Fold that. Fold that. All in there. That's good. Nice hand. No way, no. This is too risky because he has you covered. Yes, he's limping, which is weak, but you have 4-3 offsuit. Also not a very good hand. He might just spew off and limp call king queen or queen jack. Just be much more careful on the bubble and just check here. Limp and get in with ace 4. If you hit top pair and it checks to us. Is this here? Or ace 4? I don't know what hand you're talking about. We have ace 4? Oh, here? No, you don't want to limp because limping 40 is more than 10% of your chips. And also, if you limp, the small blind can shovel in, the big blind can shovel in, and you can't limp call. So I think that 40 chips is more valuable than trying to just hope that they don't shove and then hit a pair. It's not worth it for 40 chips when you only have 9 big blinds. It's better to just save the 40 chips. Okay, so this hand, too risky, too aggressive, just check. Now this is a big mistake, MrDouglasSouza. Blind versus blind, less than 10 big blinds, shove any 2 cards. Deuce 3 offsuit is a shove here. You can also even shove this hand because now you have this guy covered, but I would probably just min raise. I'd min raise and then call the short stack, fold against the big stack. Because you're the chip leader. Now he's only got 3.5 big blinds. You can go all in here with queen 9 because you're getting good pot odds. It's only 3.5 big blinds. I don't remember, but you told me earlier already, are you going to upload the review on YouTube? Yes, I will. Silas, I will, yes. So if you fall asleep, it's okay, I'll put it on YouTube. I know it's very late for you. Again, any 2 cards, MrDouglasSouza, any 2 cards. All in, that's good. Pair is good. Okay, all in, good. Okay, this is a great fold because now you're in second place. A weak ace on the button is actually a fold because you're pushing into the chip leader. There's a short stack. This is a good fold. All in, ace 8. You know, you are in second place, but this hand is strong enough to just shove. So well done. Any 2 cards, push. Fold. 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 Okay, heads up. Good. All in. Check 7-4. We're in the big blind, guys. I don't know why the button's there. A pair is really good, so I just check shovel in. Because the reason why I don't like check calling is that any card higher than a 7 and you don't really know what to do. Even on a diamond, you know, your hand is good now because the guy's just limping. He probably doesn't have an ace. But if you see a turn card, you might end up making a wrong fold when he just bluffs you and you have to fold your 7 on a card like the jack of diamonds. You know, you don't know what to do. So I just get it in. I mean, I don't know what you're doing with this bet because if you bet here, you're saying that you want to value bet and you're trying to get him to call you with a 2. I think that's, or a 6, and I think it's very unlikely. I would rather use this hand as a bluff catcher and just check call, because he might try and bluff the 10, thinking that he can bluff you off a 7, and you just check call. Here, don't value bet. Oh, you're doing the calculations yourself, MrDouglasSouza. Okay, well, you need to calculate a lot of these spots. So, I would take this game. This this is the first game that you emailed me. All of those hands, you can review this, what I'm saying, on YouTube later, and put all of these hands that I'm telling you to push in an ICM calculator and see that what I'm saying is true. It'll show you to push any 2 cards. So definitely do that on your own time, because that'll help you to understand how loose you have to shove in the small blind. Alright. I've been really often when close and chips on the bubble just pushing against an equal stack. Against limpers, they too often fold because they're afraid of losing their stack, so I thought it was profitable. And it's just not, Mr. Douglas. It's not worth the risk. I know that maybe they've been folding a lot against you, but that's just variance. You're just getting lucky. You're getting lucky that you don't have a crazy guy and that he's not trapping you. It's not worth the risk to win 2 big blinds when you have 13 and the short stack has 4. Like, you can lose there, you just don't want to. You really want to try and make the money. Want to watch it later. I'll put it on YouTube, Silas. Hopefully, what I can do now, I'll just stop the music, just so that there's no chance that Twitch is going to mute it, hopefully. Because I know you really want to watch it, Silas. Thanks, Bibbo now. Thank you very much. It's quite nitty. Got an old hand history, but adjusted. Good. ICM trainer, first time, 91%. Great job, Psycho. That's good to see. So, alright, we can limp here. I prefer just shoving all in because it's profitable but you know, it's not a very good shove, so I don't mind limping. I mean, I would probably not fold with the gut. Yeah, I'm definitely not folding actually with the gut shot. 1 over card. This guy can be bluffing. I would just call this. So this is a good argument for just pushing pre-flop because you don't really know what to do post-flop when you hit it. This is a pretty good hand on this board, but you're playing fit or fold, and this guy is exploiting that. So in order to avoid getting exploited post-flop, just shove pre-flop. That might be a call. That's a call. 8 big blinds. It's in Nash, so if he's very tight player, you can fold, but he has to be pushing, you know, like Jack 7 off. I'm looking at my chart here. The only chart that I use is Nash heads up, guys. So 10-7 off, 9-7 off. Like, I think he's pushing all those hands, so you can call here any king. Push that. That's just a mistake. You win money by pushing that pre-flop. Push that, good. All in, 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 yep. All in, yep. All in, yep. Okay. You need to practice your ICM, Mr. MrDouglasSouza. Do those calculations, but you know, it wasn't too bad, but there's a lot of mistakes in that game. Hopefully you've adjusted since then. I think you said that you had. So now it's time for Silas, his game. 90-man that he won, 90-man knockout. So I'll do the full game, because I've got a lot of time.